Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Blood Bowl 2. So today we're going to have a game that I don't expect to win. But it turns out it doesn't matter. We're extremely into the next phase of the tournament. So today's job is nobody die. That said, it would be cool if we could earn some star player points. So obviously, you know, touchdowns and stuff are still meaningful. We can't afford any inducements. They're taking an extra team reroll per half. Not great for us. Like I said, I expect to lose. I think Elven Union is a good team. They're the elf team that I prefer to play. I think they're good, strong, consistent. But they're not great at killing people. Hopefully we will not see any of our players die during our own turn on blocks that we threw. And I mean, I'm still going to be throwing punches and stuff. We're not going to run away from them or anything. We need to generate star player points, and slaughtering elves is a good way to do that. Leather Scars. That's a dumb name. That's a dumb name, and your haircuts are bad. I guess I can't really talk about haircuts. We're not strong on that ourselves. Fair enough. That's my bad. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, they're going to attack. As far as I'm aware, the AI always chooses to receive the ball, and I get that. I understand where they're coming from. So we are very, very good at punching these guys out. I think we're just going to do two Chaos Warriors or two Nurgle Warriors and the Beast as our line. And then vertical lines, I suppose. So we have two Loner Rotters. That's not a big deal. We don't usually ask our Rotters to do anything difficult or complicated, so the fact that these guys will be unable to routinely do difficult or complicated things shouldn't matter. We still have a block Pestigore. We still have a two heads Pestigore. Actually, the Nurgle Warrior needs to be closer to the front, doesn't he? Let's do, like, this. Block guy is less likely to go down to a blitz. Alright. We've left the sides open. I don't think it'll be a big deal. If they want to run the ball down the sideline, they are welcome to do so. So I'm going to kick it slightly off center to reduce the chance of it landing on top of an elf. Both teams get an extra reroll this half. That's fine. So we're both at 4 then. They actually really don't have very many. They only have 2 base. To be fair, the Elven Union players are a little bit more expensive than other elf team players, I think, owing to the fact that the Elven Union mostly has better armor, right? Actually, no. Look, everybody except the blockers does still have 7. Or the blitzers, rather. Never mind. They do have a lot of guys with dodge. Like, their team value is somewhat inflated by all the level ups. Their blitzer manages to barely take down Hector the Disoriented, and then they embarrass themselves immediately afterward. Well, they certainly do have control of the ball. No one could argue with that. And I definitely can't reach that guy. And there's always a threat of a passing play. Although, of course, with Nurgle Warriors, it's a little bit lessened. So what do I want to do here? We could open up a hole pretty easily, but I can't actually hit that guy. Our players are just a little bit too slow. So what do I do instead? I mean, maybe I still do it. Maybe I still try to knock this guy down, and if I do, go for the double GFI, put a player on the ball carrier, make them roll some dice. At the very least, pull guys back and do into a 2-die block situation. Yeah, and this is our dude with 2 heads, so if he gets surrounded but doesn't go down, he's more likely to continue contributing. Okay. Let's run... Oh, that is a little tricky, though, because we have to be careful about where we leave our hole open to run through. Actually, this is really tough. If we place 2 guys here, which is what I was going to do, but we hit this guy, We still have to make a dodge to get adjacent to the other player. I guess, you know, this is the two heads guy. That's what he's for. And if we... Oh, I have to put somebody over here to deny this assist too. Siffle is now in charge of this sideline. Oh, he stood up. Oh, this actually is a little bit better. So we'll take the 2-die block here. And if we can get it down, the follow-up takes us out of that guy's tackle zone. Oh, he has sidestep. He gets to go where he wants. That's fine. Yeah, see, so now we don't have to make a dodge at all. Okay. We're on him. Worked out. Means I don't get to take quite as many swings at them as I would like. Still have CTD roll around back here. I'm going to put the block Pestigore over here. Just try not to leave a big hole in the middle of the field, you know. But, like, there's a serious chance that they just get a passing play off. Could happen. Oh, well. Like I said, if we lose, it's not even really a big deal. There are no serious long-term consequences to a loss for us here. As long as it's a loss that isn't accompanied by 8 of our players dying. This is tricky. If I push him, he'll just end up here. I think I actually don't even want to take that punch. I think I want the Beast of Nurgle to take this punch, because Mighty Blow. Ah. I guess I follow up. You gotta stay on him, you know, keep the tentacles active. It's a very important and normal thing to be concerned about, keeping your tentacles active. Come on, show me some armor breaks. These guys are so ripe for damage. Yeah, I just think this punch is unsafe. With him having dodge, it's too likely that I just push him to here, and then he has a single dodge out to run for reception. If he wants to get out there, I'm going to make him dodge twice. So we've got the ball carrier marked. We've got a lot of strength on the field. Our opponents are all elves. You know, this doesn't feel too bad. And like, you know, they don't have a lot of spare players. If we can just find some injuries. Okay. 8 a team reroll there. They failed to generate the knockdown. That's an interesting place to stop. So he's going to cage up, but he's leaving us a way into the cage. But to be fair, we are seeing a lot of guys with dodge. That's a concern. But he's going to have a hard time building a real cage. Yeah, this is actually pretty bad for them, I think. Right, so if I'm able to get this push, then we have a 2-die blitz right there. All I have to do is push this guy to here. And I'll take that for sure, yeah. Oh, do it. Okay, just a stun. That's fine. Okay, and I like being able to put one of our... Ooh. I'm going to re-roll that, just because I think having the ball go down in the middle of all these elves isn't... Okay, never mind. I managed to just roll 4 skulls. Okay, I did injure that guy. Cool. I was going to say, just having the ball go down in the middle of these elves actually doesn't make it very safe. But I guess we're taking it. It's not a terrible outcome, especially since it led to an injury. And the good news is they did that before running any receivers out or anything, so we know they won't be able to hit a big passing play this turn. So we will have a chance to reclaim. Poor CTD. Oh. Somebody should look into whether that guy's actually wearing armor. It's possible that that, you know, it's sort of a floor model. Maybe it's just cardboard painted to look like armor. Because I'm thinking he sure does get injured a lot. And they'll be able to do an okay job of caging here. But we can still just blitz the inoculator in. They're doing an awful lot of work just to let me throw 4 strength at their ball carrier over and over again. Actually, it would probably be better to let Crash Cart do it since he has block. So let's stand you and you. Yeah, we'll let Crash Cart do it. So I'm gonna put our Nurgle Warrior right here. Does anybody else want to do anything else? Let's put Ollie a little closer to the action. We're using our Blitz already, so this guy should just go to a place where he can... I mean, these guys are free, right? There's no way I can block enough of them for it to be meaningful. So I guess this is just how this is. You are in an okay place. Yeah, alright, I think it's time to throw the Blitz. Alright, there we go. That's why we use the guy with block. That's why I should have used the guy with block in the first place. And a KO, and the ball falls into a pretty good position for us. I could have Crash Cart jump on that and try to pick it up, but I think that would probably work out pretty poorly. So I don't need to be right on this guy. That doesn't really provide me with any benefit. This should be the next thing we do. There we go. Get the beast adjacent to the ball with those tentacles, and also knocking elves out left and right. That'll work. Alright, well I think at this point this is way more likely to turn out to be a touchdown for me than it is for them. Let's just pressure the hell out of the ball, I guess. Alright, now I'm going to leave these guys right where they are. Seems to me they're going to have a very hard time recovering this play. And if we score quickly, I'm going to try to score as quickly as possible here. Because if we score quickly and they don't get their KOs back, we might be able to steamroll them for a second point in the first half and then receive. That will be a pretty okay amount of star player points. This could turn out pretty badly for me. Yeah, that's pretty bad. That ball is no longer in any of my tackle zones. Oof, they're failing a lot of important rolls. Let's get you up. There's no reason for you to be laying down. Do I want to surf this guy before I do other stuff? I think probably. Well, see, my concern is we could fail something up here and have the turn end before we get to surf him. But I guess he's not really going anywhere. Yeah, let's just do this. Alright, we're getting the tentacles on a lot of people. Wow, he caught that through 4 points of disturbing presence. That sucks. That's real bad. Alright, well, the good news is I get to blitz him for 2. Does it matter where I push him to? I don't think so. Right, because there's no sequence of chain pushes or anything that will allow me to get another hit on him. So I'm going to do this. Beast and Nurgle's still on a lot of them. That's bad, though. This is a bad outcome. Let's go ahead and shove this guy now, I think. Excellent. Alright, the crowd really gets fired up when there's elves around, you know? That's good news for us. So I think our dreams of 2 points in the first half are probably dead now. Because I just don't think I'll be able to... I don't think I have the time anymore. It's a GFI, huh? I'll just go here. And then you... maybe back up? Just in case of... they're not going to try a passing play, I don't think. And Crash Cart has the best chance of getting the ball off of them. I'll put him here. I don't want to commit him too much, just in case they do go for the pass. But I want him to have a more direct route, not through so many of my own players. Yeah, this bodes very poorly for them, though, this early in the game. Yeah, I was thinking hard. It's like, what if I just conceded? How bad would that be for me? Okay, pretty good. They have had to eat a lot of rerolls very quickly. It's going to be a tough... it's going to be a tough second half of the first half for them. The elf skulls rolling across the field. Oh, wow, really? That's really bad for them. So I'm going to take this punch here, because if all I can get is a push, it'll push him to here, and we'll get to hit him again. Do I want to just stand you? Probably I just want to stand you. I don't think I want to do anything fancy with him. We should probably move some guys around before we throw any dice. Okay. Now I'm ready. Bummer, man. We've got to get block on the ambulance. His tentacles, though, are now active in a lot of places. So if we hit him here, we can push him to here and get one more swing. Okay, good. We got there. We had a really, really good shot at getting the ball away from him this turn. Okay. Unsurprisingly, the Nurgle Warrior fails to catch it. That's okay. That's not a bad spot. So I'm going to try to push this guy away from the ball a little bit more. And then we'll have the Pestigore come over and grab that. I think I'm just going to go here. I'm a little worried about ending my turn in a place where they could push me adjacent to the sidelines. Come on, get the ball. I flubbed it. Okay, well, it's in a pretty friendly place. We may still be able to get 1 point this half. That was not right. That is not the right turn. You screwed up. Let's see if we can open up a path for the ball carrier. It's not totally ideal. Now what do I do? Well, I guess I throw this punch because it would be cool to have the Beast of Nurgle in here on these guys. Oh no, what a time for him to go really stupid. Is that worth rerolling? Probably not. He loses all his tackle zones, though. Nope, he lonered. Rolled a pair of ones, because of course I did, because it's about that time. Okay, well, let's do this. Just really trap this dude in. And then I'm gonna run around. I'm not gonna try to dodge through the tackle zones. Okay, he actually got it that time. Trying to make it hard for this guy to impose tackle zones. Honestly, I think we're in a pretty good spot here. It does suck that we lost our tentacles, but what are you going to do? Sometimes you just lose your tentacles. You know, this is a thing that's happened to everybody. Monday morning, it's you're still recovering from the weekend. You lose your tentacles. It happens. Try to generate some bloodshed. I think I want to hit this guy. I suppose follow up. I don't guess it really matters. Do I want to take this punch? No, I think I'll try to stay standing. Okay, on the whole, I think a pretty positive formation outcome for us. It's going to be tough for them to recover from this position. Throwing those one-die desperation blocks. Okay, those are some pretty good dodges. And then he found both down, which is bad for him, and then still had one reroll left. Okay, so we might not score. I was going to say, if he catches that, I'm going to be so mad. Alright, we might still be able to score this half, because we have 2 turns left. Yeah, we're definitely within range, at least. Alright, so we need to blitz this guy off the ball and then just pick it up and run. How do we do that? Who do we want to do that with? I want to do it with Ollie. Which means we need the Beast of Nurgle to wake up and do a thing. So I throw the punch here first, trying to get through the follow-up, somebody adjacent to Ollie, and then... I guess we probably throw it from here, though, right? Push this guy further away from the ball. Okay. It'd be really cool if we could hit this. Good stuff. No, bad stuff. Shoot. I'm going to use my last reroll. Okay, he got it. He loaded. And we don't follow up. Unfortunately, this means I have no reroll left for the pickup, which is bad for us. Okay, well, that's as good as that's getting. Alright, you stay down. The inoculator up here where he might be able to help if something goes wrong. I don't know. If I fail the pickup, yeah. That's that, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what? I could double GFI into the end zone. 3, 4, 5, 6. That's also true with stat. Yeah, we might still be able to do it. It involves a pass, though. We're not super adept at passing plays. But, I mean, if we go into the second half tied and receiving, it's not the end of the world. Do not use wrestle. Hurts the elf. Nope. My armor broke, not his. That's a shame. The numbers, you know, the probabilities were pretty good for me not using wrestle there. It just didn't work out. So, actually, if we push this guy onto the ball, there's a chance he just drops it into Stat's hands, and then Stat could take off with it. We wouldn't have to pass. So I think that's got to be our first move. Oh, he's got sidestep, but he's stupid. And he went onto the ball, even though that's the worst move for him. There's a chance he might do it again? Come on, show me that mighty blow. That didn't look that mighty. Do not give it to the elf. Okay. That's actually pretty good for us. We just get the elf off of it. We cannot. That's embarrassing. You all should be ashamed of yourselves. You can't even properly manhandle a bunch of elves. If you can't bash elves, I ask you, what can you bash? Well, the the elves are really short-handed, having not gotten back either of their KOs. Also, I didn't realize both of the KOs are on players who have dodge, and one of the injuries is on a player who has dodge. We've taken a lot of their bonus team value off of the field. It's a pretty big deal. Yeah, if they're going to set up like this, we'll absolutely just go man-to-man. Although, just in case, let's have the guy with the important reroll skill not be the guy throwing the punches. And then let's try to give Carrier a chance to be the dude who runs it in. in case we get that far. I'm going to have these guys be the loners. So these guys in the outer wing positions are more likely than not just going to be providing assists. But yeah, it should be very difficult for the elves to mess with us because they're down 4 guys on us. And only we get a team reroll this half. It's a real good kick. I mean, he didn't kick it because elves are cheaters. Seems like he should be required to actually kick the ball, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So I can't put carrier adjacent to the ball. We can at least put him into a position where he's ready to defend the ball carrier. And then I think we want to actually throw the ball, or try to pick up the ball last, as usual. So for now, let's just throw some elf punches. Come on, show me some injuries. Give the ambulance a little bit of help. Listen, he's really good at some things. Oh, come on, give me that reroll. Okay. He's been a little bit of a liability this game. In general, I think he's pretty good. The problem might be that I'm trying to use him to do stuff too much. Alright, well, I think I am going to end up just throwing a punch with Nuffle after all. He's a single-caused injury away from an MVP, putting him on another level up, so, try to take advantage of that. Alright, and then we don't have our team reroll this turn, so I'm going to assume that we will fail to pick up the ball. Just try to position my guys to slow down the enemy advance. Honestly, though, they're pretty contained. Yeah, we'll just go to here. I was thinking about trying to get him around to this space, but yep. That makes me nervous, though. First of all, he fumbled it backwards. What a jerk. And secondly, he fumbled it closer to the sideline, so that next time he could potentially fumble it out and have the ball go anywhere. It's not actually anywhere. There's sort of like a fan shape, a cone shape where it can come out, but just really bad luck for these poor elves. Honestly, I feel like everybody's having bad luck. But because it's so close to the corner, if we fumble it out of bounds, it could fly out of the back of the field, and then from the back of the field could get thrown in over here, where actually the elves have a much better chance of scoring it than we do. So I'm going to do this first while we still have a team reroll, before I screw up any other rolls. I cannot get the ball. This is bad. We're not going to be able to win this game. I mean, I guess it's only sort of bad, right? Because who cares? You poor... He's just not even re-rolling stuff anymore. He's like, who cares? What's the point? Nuffle has made his choice. Please get the ball. Okay. Now we're cooking with gas. Let's hurt some people? Let's hurt some people. Alright, that's a good start. Running through those team rerolls at a pretty incredible pace ourselves. Goodness, we are really collapsing the elven line. They're basically going to be a completely contained square of elves. I love the fact that this guy always sidesteps into the space I was gonna push him into. It's really nice of him. Well, I guess we're taking them both down. Oof, my armor broke, not his.
That player better get up. Nothing good comes from spending
Oh no, we both actually. Well, that's something at least. We both suffered an armor break there. So this turn they actually only have 4 players that they get to use. Like I said, the bad luck seems to be afflicting us both, but it's afflicting them way more, it feels like. And honestly, I don't feel bad about that at all. We've had our share of bad beats here. It's nice to see it happen to somebody else. Restores my faith in Nurgle's judgment a little bit. So where are you at? You're at 11. Alright, so a touchdown puts him within a single injury of another level. That's not too bad. I'm okay with that. I'm going to hit this guy from here with my blitz. If the blitz fails, we'll push him to here. And the zombie can hit him and push him to here, maybe, you know. Provided, of course, that we don't just get it down somewhere in the chain. We can get quite a few attempts at the very least. Alright, that'll work for me. Even better. I kind of wish the second head participated in the headbutt somehow. I don't know how you would actually, how that would make sense from a visual animation standpoint, but I just want to see it. So the inoculator still has 0 points. I'm trying to figure out who throws this block. I think it's just the beast. Just try to get some injuries out of this mighty blow. That guy's stunned. I don't have to worry about him getting up and doing anything crazy. Want to keep people around the downed elves mostly. That's not totally ideal, because actually this guy can dodge out and just go for a blitz now, which he will do. He has dodge. It's going to work. But then he has to make the 1-die block, and I'm not too worried about it. I could run you over to just get in his way. Yeah, I'm cool with that. And then this guy can move to his position and enforce. And all these guys are going to have a hell of a time dodging out with the tentacles, so we're good, yeah. We don't really have to roll a lot of dice to make this goal work, which is good, because rolling dice seems to be pretty bad for us right now. Alright, that's a pretty good dodge. But then he doesn't... Okay. Weird. I'll take it. Alright, so we're 2 turns off of a score. I'm pretty sure that I can score safely. I don't think I have to wait. Pretty sure. I mean, I guess they're elves. They can score pretty quickly. Yeah, we'll be fine. I don't follow up. I think the tentacles on this guy are important. Although, actually... Do I want to throw this punch? If it only comes up a push... Yeah, actually, it's still valuable. Well, it's hard not to feel a little bad for them. I'm not too worried about throwing punches with the loners, because we know we're not hiring either of them, because we know we need to save our money to get our Pestigore problem solved. But I would not mind throwing a blitz with the inoculator. Wow, bummer. I wish it wouldn't keep recentering the camera. I moved the camera because I wanted it to be in a different place. You definitely don't need to be here, but where, like... I don't know, just make even certainer that these guys can't get the ball carrier. Unfortunately, this poor rotter really can't contribute to the play. There are worse problems to have. Okay, so you had to make 3 dodges into a double GFI into a 1-die block against the dude who has block. It's a gutsy play, but of course it worked. Well, at least the ball didn't pop directly into his hands. That's something. I'm a little worried now that we might fail to pick it up again. Now, let's just blitz this guy off the ball. We'll bring up carrier. So I think... How do I want to do this? Yeah, let's take another swing at this guy. Nothing, huh? So we can run... We can run Siffle to here. Try to hit this guy. If all we get is a push, he goes down to here. That's pretty good, though. And now we have a pretty clear path for carrier. We still have... No, we don't have a blitz. So do I want to try to pick the ball up? I probably do, right? We want to try that as early as possible. Basically, so we get the maximum number of attempts at it. I guess let's do this with you. Let's do all these things that don't require die rolls first. Alright, I think we just go and try to pick it up. Alright, I don't think I move. I think we're okay on position. Did that elf just laugh at me? I'm pretty sure that elf just laughed at me. Alright, well, it's going to be really hard for these guys to get over to the play. They have been removed from the play. Let's put some more strength over here so that if we do lose control of the ball again, we can at least do our best to get it back. And it turns out you don't need knockdowns if you just push the opponents far enough away that they can't move to the ball carrier anymore. Alright. That's pretty bad for him. Because obviously he's in a terrible position right now. I do not think he should have followed up there. He is going to get manhandled. That guy's name is Upadgalar Shardragio. Well, I mean, he sure sounds like an elf. I guess that's all I can really say about that. Do I want to take the GFI? I really don't. Yeah, I'm too far away for any elf except this one to get to me, right? Oh, this guy could. We'll have to push him a little bit. So actually, let's push this guy. Okay, got the down. I was going to say, if we don't get it down, we can push him, not follow up, and then let Crash Cart, or Stat rather, run around to here and just blitz him off the table. Alright, this would be a difficult sequence of dodges. Not undoable, obviously we've seen that nothing is, but difficult, for sure. Yeah, that's a good sidestep. I didn't really think about that, because I'm dumb. Okay. So now if I go for this blitz and fail to get it, at the very least, he can't sidestep to a spot where he's not guarded. If I put one more body on him, I can get a 3-die block. I just took a dodge with... I've been up too long. I just took a dodge with a Nurgle Warrior. It worked out, but that was a bad play. So let's throw this punch. Just try. I'm like freeing everybody up to participate in this one blitz. That spot I moved the Nurgle Warrior out of actually does kind of need to be filled, it turns out. Alright, come on. I believe in you, Ambulance. You can do this. He did it. Man, he cannot find those injuries. Well, that's a shame. That star player points on one of the journeymen who will not be keeping. Alright, so the only play they have is this guy gets up, he dodges 3 times, one of them into multiple tackle zones. And never mind, they didn't go for the blitz with the right guy. Yeah, this guy had to get up and like dodge, 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 run over, hit the GFI, hit the blitz. I admit it was not super likely. He did make 2 successful dodges, though. And then put himself adjacent to a Nurgle Warrior. I think he's trying to bait me into rolling dice so that I lose. Okay, and Carrier gets his level after all. Ooh, they got almost all their chaos back. So, the really good news here is that we're going to be able to use almost the most cowardly of factions, or the most cowardly of setups. Here. We will offer them 2 journeymen and a guy who already has an injury. These are the least valuable players on my team. Do with them what you must. So I gotta say, this was an okay victory, not quite the star player points bonanza that I was hoping for. Although, frankly, given how short-handed we were, it's hard to be upset about anything positive. Oh no, stat! Okay. Turns out there's no amount of cowardice that can save you from the audience hurling rocks onto the field. But stat's tough. He takes it in stride. So they're really gearing up to beat the crap out of those guys who aren't actually on my team. Throw a pass. Aw. Well, that's a fitting encapsulation of what this whole game has been for them. I feel bad for taking them apart like that, but also I feel really good about making it through that match with no further injuries. Yeah, I'll take a 4. We will turn down both of these guys because we need all of our money. And Ian the Decayed steals our MVP. He actually got enough star player points to level up, but I'm not going to hire a level 1 Rodder. That's not worth doing. That's a real shame. The good news is, we got a level up. Hold up before we spend it. We're about to play another Nurgle team. The Nurgle Spores. Sometimes the infection goes to the brain first and prevents you from being clever or thinking of good names for things. It's a well-known side effect. So we rolled a double on a Pestigore. Well, I gotta think dodge is the right call here, right? We could pick up a passing skill, but I mean, we could make him a passer. I was going to say we don't need leader, which is usually what I'm thinking when I look at the passing area, but we could just pick up pass. We also could pick up dump off to make him a little bit better as a ball carrier, but to be perfectly honest, like, the possibility of picking up dodge and then maybe getting blocked shortly afterward on a Pestigore does feel pretty good. But like, what if we have to throw a pass? I'm going to take pass. I do. I confirm my choice of upgrade. Dodge is better. Pass is more fun. So we took pass. Okay, well, that's pretty good. So we're going to buy a Pestigore between episodes. We'll be back up at 4 Pestigores. That will be 11 players for us, so we'll be able to not have to field a journeyman. Although we're having a really hard time building up a bench. We're going to be going up against a Nurgle player who has much higher TV. We're going to be at 1350, so we'll get 150 inducement cash at least if he spends nothing. He has the full 4 Pestigores, the full 4 Nurgle warriors. No beast. Oh, he has 14 players. I was going to say, I don't know how he's at this much with no beast, or this much team value with no beast, but it's because he has 14 players. He has a lot more rotters than we do. He has plus move and disturbing presence, or foul appearance rather, on a rotter. So sometimes we'll have trouble hitting this guy, and also he's quote unquote fast. It's fast rotter relative. All of his Nurgle warriors have block. No, sorry. One of his Pestigores and 3 of his Nurgle warriors have block. This one has plus move. A lot of block on this team. It's gonna be tough. They're better punchers than we are. That said, the Beast of Nurgle, you know, is a definite advantage. Oh, he has 4 cheerleaders, too. That feels bad. And 14 rerolls. Yeah, okay, this is going to be a tough one. We might have to use our superior passing ability to defeat them. Although, all those disturbing presences are going to make that tough. We can also take a quick look here. What is our... Okay, the other teams are... a Wood Elf team, an Elven Union team, a Human team, a Kislev team. I really don't have a great read on Kislev. I've never played against Kislev or the team that they're based on. An Ogre team. That's very interesting. Ogre's a very bad team. But they sure can kill some of your players. We'll see how things work out, I guess. And then there's another Nurgle team that is a little bit less developed and has a beast. Not so many Pestigores, this one. Alright, well, it actually looks like it's going to be pretty tough for us. So, I'm going to, just for a little bit of fun here, the Nihilistic Griffins versus the Fire Headhunters. Well, I gotta think the Elven Union team with 1420 team value is going to beat an Ogre team. Finduin Sprites versus Sharp Kickers is Human versus Wood Elf. Humans have a TV value. They're not fielding an Ogre, which I like. They don't have a lot of terribly important skills, but I think Human's a pretty good team, just sort of an all-around team. I bet the Wood Elves beat them, though. And then finally, the Urson Bears versus the Sticky Boobos. I hope the Kislev team beats the other Nurgle team. First of all, because I just don't want to have to play another Nurgle team, and secondly, because I'd really love to play against these guys. They're like a traveling circus team. Their players are acrobats and stuff. They have leap and long legs. So they just like fly all over the field, and also they have this trained bear. That's pretty cool. I really want to play against these guys. But I think that's going to be it for us for today. Come back next time. I think this is probably going to be our hardest match yet. And we'll see you then.